Dynamic Pilates TV, I am Tiffany, and today I'm going to share with you my latest Reformer Tower combo class. This is called Tower Reformer Fusion, and it is also a part of my upcoming workshop. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we need to talk about the setup for this first warm-up flow. So on my tower, I have two of my yellow springs. It's the longer yellow springs, and I have it one hook down. It's also about my eye height. Okay, so if you're littler than me, you might want to go to the next option down. So keep in mind the setup is going to be based on my height. Also, I still have my risers up on the reformer. We're going to use them for just a little bit in this first flow, and then we're going to take the risers down. I have my foot bar up, and I have one medium spring on, and on my reformer, that is one red. How about we get started? You're also going to need a soft Pilates ball for this class and a Pilates box. So go ahead and gather all of your stuff and we will get started. So I'm gonna take my ball and I'm just gonna wedge it under my reformer right here like this. I'm gonna bring my headrest up. Like I said, I have that medium spring on, and I'm going to start with a cross stretch. This is in most of my classes, whether it be a reformer class, a tower class, or a tower reformer combo class, I always like to warm up the core first, and that's what we're going to do. So go ahead and lay down, and we're going to take the opposite strap onto your foot. So I'm going to take my left strap, I'm going to bring it onto my right foot, and just extend it up, and then the non-strap foot I'm going to extend over the foot bar. If you've taken my classes before, this is going to be very familiar to you. I do like to keep my warm-ups somewhat familiar to my clients and myself. It allows you to just kind of relax and let go into the class. So when you're walking into a class for the first time, or when you're walking into a class to start your day, you know the warm-up, you know the drill, it's easy to catch on, you don't have to think so much. And then I'm going to cross it over, especially when you're teaching a class and you have clients that kind of arrive a couple minutes late. It's easy for them to hop in, they know the drill. I also think it's really important to start with a good core warm-up, no matter what type of fitness you are doing. All right, now I'm just going to take the foot straight up to the ceiling. I'm going to grab the pegs next to my ears, draw the shoulders down, abdominals are tight. I'm going to inhale, lower the strap down, feel the core switch on, and then exhale, it's going to come right back up. And again, inhale, lowering it down. Exhale, bringing it back up. So when you're doing a tower reformer fusion class, it is also involving the reformer. Sometimes I'll take classes where they call it a tower reformer class. They're using the reformer and the tower, but they don't do a lot of real reformer stuff. So I like to blend them both in to make it a better overall, more balanced class. Now from here, I'm going to do great big circles. So don't think when you take a tower reformer class or you're putting together a tower reformer class, every single movement has to involve both the tower and the reformer. This is an example of, this is a reformer warm-up. It's a great warm-up. Why not do it? Now I'm going to reverse. I'm going to do 3 here for 3. I'm holding on nice and tight to those pegs. My abdominals are tight. That shoulder girdle connection is there. It's going to help keep my core nice and stable as the leg is circling around. We're going to do one more right here. I typically do 3 in each direction. I'm going to come into that pretzel stretch. So I bend the strapped leg, and then I bring the non-strapped leg knee to my ankle, and I just hold right there. And then I'm going to switch straps. Nothing fancy right here. Switching straps. Now my right strap is going to come on the left foot. Extend the non-strapped foot over that foot bar. Cross the leg over, holding it right here. And then I'm going to open it out to the side. Right there like that. Then I'm going to cross it over again, getting a nice stretch on the outside of the leg. And then I'm going to open it out to the side, holding it right there. And now I'm going to take it straight up to the ceiling. I'm going to grab the pegs next to my ears, elbows are wide, abdominals are tight. I'm going to lower it straight down. Feel that core switch on Exhale, bring it up. We're here for 5. Inhale, lowering, feel that core tighten. Exhale, up. Now the reason why I do opposite strap and foot is so when you go into the circles, you're counterbalanced a little bit more. If you're doing the same strap as the same leg, you're going to feel a little off balance. So this gives you a little bit of a counterbalance. And now I'm going to go into great big circles. Now my risers come up pretty high. If your risers don't come up as high as mine, when you do this circle, your strap is going to hit you in the face. So when you do your circle, if you're one of those ones where the strap is hitting you in the face, maybe just don't go quite as low with that circle. For 3, 2, last one right here. 1, and I'm going to come into that pretzel stretch. Going to hold it right there. Get a nice stretch. And then I'm going to ditch that strap. All right, locate that soft Pilates ball. We are going to sit up and we're going to bring it between your shoulder blades and your feet are going to come up onto your foot bar. So I scoop my butt all the way forward like this. The ball comes between my shoulder blades like so. All right, so we're going to do some reformer jumps right here, some foot bar jumps by themselves, and then we're going to add in the arm springs. Okay, so we're going to kind of layer this on today. Start with your elbows down. Think about cinching the ribs to the hips, hollow out that low tummy. We're jumping away. I'm keeping an eye on that foot bar, squeezing the inseams of my leggings together as I jump, as I lift from that pelvic floor. If you want to add to it, your hands come behind your head. Let's go for another 10. Lifting from that pelvic floor for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Really try to target those deep abs. 2, and 1. Legs stay long, just the ankles hop it here for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to reach back. I do understand I am tall, so I'm able to reach. So you need to grab these straps. All right, so start here like this. So just practice straightening the legs as you lower the arms down, feeling that core really switch on. It's super important here that you stay connected under those shoulders. One more practice right here. You really feel it. All right, we're going to go for 10. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift away for 10. Good. Draw those shoulder blades down for 9. So my arms are coming up to a wide V and then into the thighs. 7 more here for 7. Can you feel this? It is so intense for 6 and 5. You've got it. Draw those abs in tight for 4. Final 3. Woo! 2. Last one right here. 1. Now we're going to add a little tuck and tuck. You got to get your feet out in time to land. Tuck and land. Just a few more. Add that tuck and land. Woo! Tuck and land. You got to stay in control of those springs. Woo! Give it a nice little stretch. Open up that stomach. It does feel really good. Go ahead and drop the straps. We are not done. I want you to take the ball, bring it between your calves here like this. All right, pick up the straps, bring the long loops over the arches of your feet. We're going to go into reformer mode here. So we're going to go back and forth from tower to reformer. All right, so the ball is between my calves. I'm going to bring my hands behind my head, letting the head be heavy in my hands. Elbows are wide. Squeeze the ball. As you inhale, lower it down, deflate the abs, take it right back up. We're here for 10. Inhaling through your nose as you lower those legs down. Hollow out that tummy, squeeze the ball, lift it right back up. You've got 8 more here. Inhaling through your nose. Contract the core and lift. Nice job. Keep moving. It's all about those deep transverse abdominal muscles. Keep going. Let's go for 5 more. Remember, I want the legs to be heavy. They're just going along for the ride. 4 more here. For 3, 2, last one right here, and 1. Hold it down to about a 45. Reach the hands forward, start pumping the arms. Hunter's breathing here. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. On that exhale, deflate those abs. Big inhale. Now on this exhale, let's tuck the knees in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lengthen. And tuck. And lengthen. And tuck. Deep abs. Lengthen it long. Last one. And tuck. Continue the tuck, but bring your hands behind your head, giving that neck a break. Inhale, lengthen. Squeeze the ball. Draw the knees in and lift. Inhale, lengthen. Squeeze the ball. Draw the knees in and lift. Deep abs right here. You've got this, you guys. Keep moving. How we doing? Can you really feel the work? Think about creating a giant capital C shape in your spine. So you're literally curling from both ends of your spine. We're here for just 3 more. Those abs should be on fire. 2 more. Last one right here. This is it. Nice job. Ditch the ball for just a second. Take your feet out of there. All right. So from here, we're going to sit up this way here like this. We're going to go into a side sit up. If you've taken my classes before, this is going to be familiar. We're going to take this ball. We're going to bring it right here on the carriage. I'm going to tuck my bottom leg under. My top leg is going to be long. And I press the heel into the base of the reformer. That's kind of the trick to keep those hips stacked. I press into the heel and I squeeze that top glute. Hands come behind your head. We're going to inhale, take it down. Squeeze the glute, cinch the rib to the hip, take it up. We're here for 10. Inhale, taking it down. Deep abs right here. Lift it up for 9, 8, and 7. You got it. Here we go. For 6. Whoo! And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one right here, 1. Go ahead and bring that elbow down, reach it up and over, find a little stretch. Now while you're reaching here, go ahead and grab that strap. So you have the option, if you have a double loop like me, you can either bring your hand on the handle or the longer loop. I'm going to start with the longer loop and then I might bring it up. Okay, so let the carriage come home. Bring your top foot onto that foot bar. Just practice pressing into the foot bar as you draw the shoulder or as you draw the strap down. As I draw the strap down, I initiate by drawing that shoulder blade down. Now we're going to get just a little bit of hang time. So you're going to add just a little bit of a jump and catch. If you want it heavier, you want more resistance, you go into that shorter loop. Okay, we're here for 10. You've got it. 9. I like adding a little bit of hang time. 8. So that you use the springs just a little bit more. For 7. You've got it. Find those springs. For 6. Really working those lats. We're here for 5. There is no missing this work right here. For 4. The jumping is just giving us a little bit more time to add the strap. 2 more. 2. Last one right here. This is it. 1. You've got it. Let the carriage, push the carriage out. Hold it right there. Bring your elbow to your hip. Press it down so you feel the tricep a little bit more. Definitely the lat is still involved, but now we're really getting into that tricep. 8 more right here. For 8. You've got it. For 7, make sure those hips are stacked. For 6 and 5. Can you feel that tricep, love? Woo! We're here for 4, 3, 2, last one right here, 1. Can you feel the burn? It is so real. Go ahead and drop that strap. Whew, bring it back in. Now you're gonna grab your riser right here like this, either the riser or the tower frame. Keep that foot lifted, pull it through right here for 6. We're just getting just a little bit more love right there. For 5, you've got it. 4, 3, it is so tough, I know. 2, 2. Last one right here. 1. Let the carriage come home. All right, now we're going to turn this way. We have a little transition exercise. So I want you to grab both of your straps right here like this. Remember, you can use the longer loops or the handles. It's totally up to you. Now, the cool thing about this is when you do this, you're going to get a little hang time and a little bit of bounce, and that's where you really feel the work. So go ahead and grab onto your straps, roll the shoulders back, sit as tall as you can, lift from that pelvic floor. Now, we're just going to do a wide reverse fly, drawing those shoulder blades together for 10. Now, when you start to feel the bounce in the carriage right there, that's when you really start to feel the work. You can always go to the shorter loops to add just a little bit more to it. It's totally up to you. Let's go for 8 more. For 8, keep those elbows nice and wide. For 7, it's like a reverse hug a tree. You're going to feel the muscles between the shoulder blades really starting to work. So you're pinching the shoulder blades together. You're going to feel that serratus right there. Keep going. 5 more. For 5. And 4. 3. Whoo, can you feel the burn? 2. Last one right here. This is it. 1. Go ahead and ditch those straps. Let them drop down to the tower. We're going to turn to the other side. We're going to start with the side sit up and take it from the top. All right, so side sit up, the ball comes under here. I'm going to tuck my bottom leg under, top leg is long. Squeeze the glutes so your hips are stacked. Bring your hands behind your head. Inhale, take it down. Cinch the rib to the hip, lift it up. We're here for 10. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more right here. 1. Bring that elbow down. Stretch that arm up and over. Get a big stretch. Rotate from the spine. Go ahead and grab that strap. All right. Bring your foot onto the foot bar. Now, remember, as we jump, we add a press. Keep an eye on that foot bar so you don't lose it. For 9, drawing the shoulder blade down to initiate it. We're here for 8. Really feeling those lats. For 7, 6, and 5. You've got to hang in there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it all the way in. I'm going to switch to the longer loop. Extend the leg long so the carriage is pulled away from the stopper. Press it straight down. We're here for 10. Drawing the shoulder blade down still. So we're finding the tricep, but those lats are still involved. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one right here. This is it. 1. Ditch the spring. Grab the riser. Are you ready? We have 6 pulls right here. For 6. You can keep the leg long. For 5, 4, 3. It is pretty heavy. That's why we only do 6. 2. Last one right here. This is it. 1. Bring it back in. We're going to ditch that ball. I'm going to have you grab your straps here like this. One more warm-up exercise right here. We're going to come to kneeling like this. Now, so important on this one. I need you to squeeze the glutes to press the hips forward. Draw the shoulders down. Bring it into a hug a tree. You're going to really feel that bounce. Now, it's so important here to not let the elbows go too far behind. Good. Squeeze. Squeezing the glutes. Squeezing the pecs. Core is tight. Give me 6 more. We're doing a total of 10. You're going to feel the bounce. The bounce is where you feel the work. Right there. Feel that bounce. Woo. 4, 3. Slightly leaning into the wind right there. 2, 1. Good. Going into your tricep press. So clasp the hands. Draw the shoulders down, neck is long, squeeze the glutes. Are you ready? Here we go. Feel the core really have to tighten. We're here for 10. Extend it right there for 9. Once the spring starts to bounce, it gets a little bit easier. 8 and 7. You've got it. It is so intense. For 6. Keep those hips forward for me. For 5. 4. Woo! 3. I'm trying to not let the carriage go all the way to the stopper. I have to stop it right there. 2. Last one right here. This is it. 1. That is a lot of work. Go ahead and drop those springs. Take a 30-second break. We're going to move on to our next flow. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the setup for this next flow. I've taken my risers completely down. You don't need the straps to your reformer. The reformer straps. You're going to take your purple leg springs, and I want you to bring them just below your yellow springs, okay? Or to whatever height you would typically have your leg springs set at. Now, we're also going to use our heavy red springs. These are typically used for your push-through bar, and I'm going to put them as low as possible. So I have a hook back here behind my tower. I'm going to put them on both of those hooks right there. And we also need to set up our push-through bar. If I can figure out how it's set up here. There we go. All right, so you just want to have it there like that, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do footwork with all of your springs. So we're first going to start in reformer mode. So go to the spring tension that you typically use footwork. I like mine pretty heavy. So I'm going to go as heavy as possible. I bring springs onto the hooks, but also I have these buttons on top, which makes it a little bit heavier. I'm also going to do that. You're also going to use your soft Pilates ball for this footwork. And then I want you to bring your headrest all the way up. We are ready to get started. So let's lay all the way down and start with our footwork. So we're going to do 3 different positions, okay? I'm going to bring my heels on to start. My toes are pulled back towards my shins. I'm in parallel. Hands are down by your side. I want you to find that neutral pelvis. So we don't want to press the low back into the carriage. We want to give it just a little bit of space. Squeezing the ball. We're going to lift away. We're here for 10. Keep squeezing. Squeeze and lift for 9. I want those abdominals nice and tight. Squeeze and lift for 8. 7. Lifting from that pelvic floor. We're here for 6. We're going to burn out those quads for 5. 4. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Just 2 more. Now on this last one, come halfway and hold it right here. Little pulses. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here and just squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep squeezing. Open all the way out. Bring it back in. Now you're going to lower your feet just a little bit. Bring your arches on. Let's wrap those toes around. Still squeezing that ball. Check in with that neutral pelvis. Let's go. We're here for 10. Squeezing that ball. Lifting from that pelvic floor for 9. 8. You've got it. You guys hang in there. We're here for 7. And 6. Whoo. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one right here. Bring it in halfway. Hold it here. Pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ooh, burn. 3 and 2, 1. Take it. Oh, hold it. We got to squeeze. 10, 9. Is it burning? 8, 7. Are you feeling ouchy? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take it all the way out. Whoo! Bring it back in. Oh, our toes are on, heels are lifted, Barbie feet or high heel shoes, feet. Check in with that neutral pelvis. Let's go. Final round right here for 10. And I am feeling the burn big time. 9. Whew. 8. You've got it, you guys. 7. 6. And 5. Whoo! 4. Are you in the shake zone yet? I certainly am. For 3. 2. Last one right here. 1. Bring it in halfway. Hold it, friends. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ouch. 5. Ouch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. You're not done. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way out. Whew. Bring it in. Whew. How does that feel, right? It is pretty intense. Now, I made a little mistake. I had you bring your push-through bars up. We actually need to bring them down. My bad. Every time I teach this class, I make the same mistake. One of these days, I'm going to learn. So push-through bar is not up yet. Sorry. My bad, because it's going to get in the way of our leg springs, which we're going to pull out because we're going to use those next. So the thing is that I can probably reach these laying down, but a lot of people can't. So you kind of want to pull them out. Have your ball wedged under nearby, okay? I'm going to have you go to 1 medium spring. On my reformer, that is a red. So go to that spring there. We're going to lay all the way down and we're going to bring our feet into these straps, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Lay all the way down. Bring your feet into these straps like this. It's going to be a bit squirrely, but I promise I know what I'm doing here. All right, grab that ball, bring it, woo, it's a little easy once you get there. Bring the ball under your butt. Come into your frog position right here. Now you can either bring your hands on the shoulder rest or straight down. You might want to play with it, okay? So important thing is you don't want these ribs to open. Try and connect the ribs. Now just practice extending out. You're going to start to feel that bounce. We're here for our frogs. Squeeze those glutes as you lengthen. Bring it right back in. Let's go for 6 more. Just feeling the carriage, the movement, the bounce. You're going to feel the glutes, the hamstrings, inner thighs. Everything is working right here. Posterior side of the body is really working. Let's go for a few more. Just getting used to that bounce. That bounce is where you really have to switch on and control. Establish your center and your control. Now, we're going to go into a swimming frog. So you're going to open, take it out, bring it back in. So heels are together as you straighten your legs towards your foot bar. Open out to the side. Now the goal is we don't want the carriage to ever close. So you want to stay in charge of those springs. So we're not going to let the carriage slam home. Squeeze those heels together as you lengthen long. Open out to the side. Bring the heels back together. Squeeze those glutes as you extend long. Open out to the side. Bring it back together. One more right here. Take it out. Open together. Now we're going to reverse. Heels together to start. Open out to the side. Zip the inseams of your leggings together. Come back into frog. Open the legs out. Zip the inseams together. Whoo! Bring it back in. Are you feeling those glutes and hamstrings? Inner thighs a little bit too. Really feeling everything work. The thing is that we're really having to focus on control to minimize the bounce. We don't want the springs pulling us around everywhere. Whoo! Or you're going to fall off that ball. One more right here. We're doing 6 of each thing. Good. Now, I want you to extend your legs up and then just go in to walks right here. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you feel this? 6. It is so tough. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels together. Extend it out so we're at a diagonal. Perfect diagonal. Glutes are switched on. Give me heel beats. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs up. Good. Lower them down. Draw the knees in. So you tuck the knees in, extend up. Are you connected in that core? Inner thighs are together. As you lower those legs down, bring the knees in. Everything is parallel. I'm not externally rotated at all. We have 4 more right here. For 4, can you feel those hamstrings? Extend it up. Inhale through your nose as you lower it down. You've got it. Draw the knees in. Exhale. Great big inhale right here. And bring it back in. 2 more, you guys. Hang in there. I know. Those legs are definitely talking to us right here. So good. Now, just 1 more. Whoo! Nice job. All right, I want you to take the ball out. Take the springs off. I want you to come all the way home. Help yourself up. Now, we are going to take that spring off. No spring is on, okay? You don't need your ball for this. I'm going to take it all the way out like this. So I'm going to ride the carriage all the way out. Once I'm out here, the elbow that is down, that hand is going to hold on to the tower frame right here to keep the carriage steady. Now I'm going to take the spring that is behind me. This is how I was classically trained. When I was trained classically on the Cadillac to do side leg springs, I was taught to always use the spring behind me so that it's lined up with the leg, versus if it was the front spring, the spring would be in front of you. You can do it either way. Both work. All right, so bottom leg is going to stay tucked under. Draw the shoulders down. Come to here. So the spring is the same height, or the foot is the same height as my hip. We're going to take it to the front. This, my friends, a little pulse at the front. Take it to the back. Just hold. This, my friends, is what I was about to say, is one of my favorite ways to stretch my tight legs. And I have really tight legs. So this feels so good for me. I'm keeping my hips stacked. That glute is squeezing to keep those hips stacked. I take it to the front. Keep the hips stacked. Get a nice stretch right there. Couple more like this. Then we're going to go into the bicycle. We're not going to do the full side leg series. This is just to open up those legs. And it feels really, really good. All right, now we're going to go into our bicycle. Are you ready? So it's going to sweep behind, pause, bend at the knee. So you get a stretch in that quad. Then you bring the leg through, extend it out, pause, sweep the foot back, pause, bend at your knee. Feel the stretch in that quad, bringing it through. Get a nice extension, the back of the leg, but also right here. This is my favorite part for tight quads. It feels so good to me. I'm naturally really tight in my hips, so this feels really, really good. 1 more. Finish it here. Nothing fancy. We're not going to add any pulses. This is just kind of an opportunity to stretch. Now, no fancy transition. We're literally just going to roll to the other side. So I'm going to turn this way here. Bottom arm is going to hold the tower so the carriage stays steady. I'm going to grab that spring, bring it on my foot, bring it to the same height as my hip, flex that foot, sweep it to the front. I did 6 each variation. A little pulse at the front, nice hold as it comes back. Sweep it to the front, pulse. Take it to the back, pause. 4 more. I used to have my Cadillac at home. Well, this is my home, but I do have a full Cadillac in the garage, but I don't use it that much. I really need to. And this, when I did use it at home, this was the series that I would do almost every day. It really helped with my low back pain as well. All right, now I'm going to hold it back here. Going to bend at the knee, get that quad stretch. Lead with a thigh to bring it through. The most common mistake I see here is people start to bring their knee through before they finish the stretch. Hold it back there, bend, pause, then bring it through. You don't want to bring it through as you're bending. You're going to totally skip the best part, that quad stretch. You have to keep the thigh behind the body to get the stretch, then bring it through. If you rush it, you're going to skip the best part of that stretch. Bringing it back and through. Just 1 more. And then our heart rate is going to get up in the next sequence. We have the rest of this flow has a lot of yummy leg work in it. All right, take that strap off. Bring the carriage home. We're going to go back to that medium spring. So coming back.